So children, once again I welcome you all in this lecture. In this lecture I am going to describe you about the Deccan Plateau, and in the previous lecture I was telling about the Central Highlands, in which I told you that this peninsular plateau is divided into two parts. The upper part is known as the Central Highlands and the lower part is known as the Deccan Plateau. So in this Central Highlands I was telling you that the Central Highland, it is broader in the western side and narrower in the eastern side, and it is made up of different small plateaus. Like in the west we have Malwa Plateau. After that we have Bundelkhand Plateau. You can see in the map over here the Malwa Plateau. The Bundelkhand Plateau is over here. This is Malwa Plateau. After that Baghelkhand Plateau is over here, and in the east we are having a Chota Nagpur Plateau. Is it clear? This is the position of the Central Highland Plateau. Okay. Now today let me discuss about the Deccan Plateau. You can see over here that we are having a Deccan Plateau. Okay. This is the Deccan Plateau, and in this also we are having Karnataka Plateau is over here. After that Telangana Plateau is over here. You can see here, and here we are having Dandakarya Plateau. Okay, it comes in Orissa region, in Chhattisgarh region, and little bit of Telangana region. So like like Central Highland Plateau, these are also combined by different various plateaus. I can see 4 plateaus over here, and in the side we are having the hilly areas. This is the Western Ghat, and here we are having the Eastern Ghats. Okay, so let me tell you about the Deccan Plateau first. Okay, so Deccan Plateau, children, it is a triangular landmass. Already I have shown you there. It is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the Narmada. Narmada is a river. And one thing more I would like to tell you. You can see over here also we are having different ranges over here. I'll show you the Narmada river. Narmada river is here. Okay. Vindhya ranges you can see in the Central Highlands. Baghelkhand you can see. Bundelkhand. Then after that Chota Nagpur Plateau you can see in Central Highland. So children, above this Narmada river there is Central Highland Plateau, and below this Narmada river we are having the Deccan Plateau. You can see over here also the Deccan Plateau is over here, and it's triangular in shape. It's triangular in shape. It's in the form of a triangle landmass. Okay, so Satpura range, Satpura range, it flanks its broad base in the north. ठीक है, अब आपको मैं ये भी दिखाती हूँ. The Satpura range also in the north, it's having the Satpura range. Okay, here we are having the Satpura range. I'll show you once again in this. The Satpura ranges are over here below this Narmada river. So this Deccan Plateau, which is triangular in shape, it's surrounded by Satpura ranges below this Narmada river in the north side. Okay, Mahadev and the Kaimur Hills and Michael Range from its eastern extension. So in the eastern side we are having the Mahadev Hills, the Kaimur Hills. We are going to find it here. It's not shown in this map, but you can find it out in a physical map of India when you're going to look for the various hills. Okay, so Mahadev Hills, the Kaimur Hills and the Michael Range, it's in the eastern extension. Okay, so you can locate these hills and ranges in the physical map of India. And one thing I would like to tell you, that this Deccan Plateau, like Central Highland Plateau, it's higher in the western side. West side में ये ऊंचा है, and when it moves towards the eastern side it lowers down. I would like to show you with the help of a diagram that this is the western side of the Deccan Plateau, and when we move towards the eastern side there is a slope. Okay, that is why I would like to tell you that all the rivers in the Deccan Plateau, they rises up from the western side and flows towards the eastern side. It goes and it joins the Bay of Bengal Sea over here. So in the same way I was telling you, in the Central Highlands also, these Chambal, Betwa, Son and all, they moves towards from the western side, and they join the river Yamuna to the east. Okay, after that, after this extension, I would like to tell you that an extension of this plateau is also visible in the northeast also. आपको नॉर्थ ईस्ट में भी ये देखने को मिल जाएगा. नॉर्थ ईस्ट में आपको देखो यहाँ पे मिलेगा. Okay, northeast you can see the extension of the same Deccan Plateau, which are known as Meghalaya Karbi, Anglong Plateau and North Catcher Hills. Okay, so you can see the extension of these plateau in the northeastern side also. Towards here you can see of the plateau ranges to towards northeast, which are known as the Meghalaya Karbi Anglong Plateau and North Circa. Okay, these are the various plateaus which are found over here. Now this plateau, it is separated by a fault from the Chota Nagpur Plateau. You can see Chota Nagpur Plateau over here. So this plateau, it is separated from this fault. It is separated by the fault which is found there in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. And here the three prominent, you can see the three prominent hill ranges over here, that is the Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hills in the northeast. Okay, Chota Nagpur Plateau is separated from this Deccan Plateau by a fault. Is separated from this fault over here. फॉल्ट की वजह से ये सेपरेटेड है, क्योंकि वहाँ पे टेक्टोनिक प्लेट की मूवमेंट की वजह से, जिसकी वजह से इधर जाके ये थ्री हिमालयन हिल रेंजेस फॉर्म हुई थी, दैट इज़ द गैरो, खासी एंड जैंतिया. So this much is enough for the Deccan Plateau. So we have discussed in this peninsular plateau about the Central Highlands as well as the Deccan Plateau. Now in the next lecture we are going to discuss about the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats side by side. Our two more features are left, that is the desert areas and the island. So tomorrow in Microsoft Teams in the virtual class, I am going to discuss about these topics. I'm going to cover these topics in that virtual class. That's enough for today. Okay, have a nice day. Goodbye.